Hello. Oh. Hello. Oscar. Stop. Come here to Mama. Oh, Oscar, enough. Hey, good morning. Well, that's a bit of a shaky start to our tea time this morning, isn't it? Welcome. Have you got your tea? What do you have in your tea this morning? So, let me know if you can hear me. That's it. Just send me a heart and let me know if you can hear me. Give me a heads up. And today is tea time with Elizabeth Allen from Empowered Alchemy. So we just now got a little bit of a shaky start to the day, and is there anybody there? Can anybody hear me? Come on in. Let's ask these questions and let's just check in to see how we all are today. It's freezing down here in the Southern Highlands in Mittagong today. It was a -1 degrees. It's been raining, and Oscar's clearly distressed. Must be somebody walking past in front of a house or a dog. So life goes on around us, and when we actually realise that life goes on around us, can you hear me? And when you can actually hear me, I'd like you to actually send me a heart so I know that my earpods are actually connected and working. It's all new, and I guess the only way, we all need feedback, don't we? And when you feel like you're talking to a blank screen and you're not sure if there's anyone there, it's always nice to find out that there's a heart, or, you know, allow viewers to come on in. So hello. Okay, so today it's all about with tea time. It's that time of transition where we're going through one stage of our life into the next stage of our life, and quite frankly, it's a rocky road. It's tough, it's hard, and we want to have that doona day, and we want to go back into our comfort zone. We want to stay and we want to hold on to all that we knew before. But that's not going to happen. And when we just have to now, hello, Rebecca. Welcome, darling. Send me a heart to let me know that you can hear me. And, and Brett, thank you, darling. I'm excited to know that I'm not on here on my own. So send me a heart if you can hear me. Oh, good. Well, thank you. That's a good thing. Do you have your tea, your favourite brew? Just send me the heads up. What do you have in your favourite cup this morning? And like you know, I'm now drinking out of the insulated cup, and hopefully it stays warmer longer today. So that feeling of being displaced when the rug has been ripped out from underneath us, when our life has transformed or transitioned from one state to another, where we've moved, where we've relocated, our children have left home, got married, relationships break down, or partners, shift and change. And we all know that life will never stay the same. And quite frankly, we really don't want it to. But how do we navigate those days when, we feel like our whole world is falling apart and we can't find anything positive in our world? And yet we know that if we stay in bed one more day, or we don't get out to say hello, we know that what we're doing is feeding the enemy. It's like we've got to slay that dragon. We've got to get back onto that dragon. We've got to ride that dragon. We've got to fly with that dragon and become friends with the dragon. Because when we can find just one little positivity in our day, each and every day, and sometimes, yes, it takes discipline to change our mindset, but we need to just start our day just for today, for us. I think that's the most important thing. Bring it back home to the simple Reiki rules of just for today. And I think it's a really good idea. You wake up and you do your morning meditation. And I think what I will do is share on my Facebook page a live meditation. But it's great if we can just start with closing your eyes and just tighten on the in-breath, breathing into your heart. Tighten every muscle in your whole physical body. And hold on to that breath for as long as you comfortably can. And when you're ready, I want you to relax each and every muscle and let it go. Shake it out, let it go. We can do that a few times. And through the day, if somebody is irritating you or stepping over into your carriage, if you're on the train, or if you're not in your own lane and you're feeling irritated and annoyed by other people, recognizing and remembering that we can't control anything outside of us. What we need to do is bring it back home to the most important person in our world, and that is us. The first question we ask is, what has it really got to do with me? If you get annoyed and you feel that what they're doing to you is actually really annoying you, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But if we stand there and try to explain ourselves to them, hoping that they will understand, you know that you're speaking to the wrong person. You know that they're only going to see it from their perspective. They will never see it from your perspective. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your breath. Just simply say, thank you, I see you, and walk away. Have a beautiful day. I wish you well. And don't go into sending psychic attack to them. Just recognize that their energies or their thoughts are not aligned to yours. They're not going to hear you or understand you. Walk away. Save yourself the grief. So just for today, we stay in our own lane. Just for today, we associate ourselves with people that value and respect us. Remember our circle of 5, and we need to have a tribe of people, of like-minded people that stretch us out of our comfort zone, where we feel supported, valued, and appreciated. Now, if we're feeling drained with the people that we're spending the most time with, again, what does that tell us? Come back into your own circle, step back into your own carriage, stay in your own lane, or even have the wisdom to know when to change lanes or get out of the carriage and change trains. We need to bring our power back to us. When we feel powerless and we keep giving our power away to everybody else, what we're doing is reinforcing an old pattern that is only going to give us more angst. We need to bring our power back to us. We need to simply say, just for today, I'm only going to associate with people that value me. Just for today, I'm only going to do things that I choose to do. We're now going to drop the word have to or must or should. All of those words are now thrown into the garbage bin and disposed of. We're not using those words anymore. Our heart is open, and we're open to receiving new connections, new people. Our new tribe is now going to come towards us because we're now open to sharing who we authentically are. The masks are gone. Our true authentic self is now coming through. We may be fragile, we may be feeling vulnerable, but vulnerability does take courage. And we need to find our tribe. We need to associate with people that we really feel that have our back, that we laugh, we can feel lighter and more happy when we are with those people. And I think it's really important that we come back to our hobbies of what it is that we're doing, where all time disappears, when we're focused and when we're in the zone. And for me, it's painting, all forms of creativity, and cooking. When I'm repairing and realigning, I need to walk in nature. I need to be in my favorite place, by the creek, by the river, by the lake, with the trees, just sitting on the ground, walking barefoot on the ground. Right now it's a bit too cold for that down here. But when it's too cold, I place my left hand, onto the tree. And I always ask permission if my energies can enter the tree. And I know that when I place my left hand, it's the subservient hand, it's the weaker hand, it's the hand of letting go. And I now place my left hand onto the tree, And I lovingly release all lower energies, all lower attachments from all people, places, and things, from all psychic attack. I now lovingly release all unforgiveness that's being held on by other people and projected towards me. It's a gift unknown. Return it to sender. Address unknown. I'm choosing not to open that gift. Even curiosity is not going to get me to see what's inside, because by opening the parcel is entering a negative space. I choose to release all negative energies from all people, places, entities, and things. I release all cords, attachments, enmeshments, psychic attack. I release all unforgiveness held on by other people and that is being presented and projected towards me. I release it, I let it go with love, with grace. I choose to send it. Return it to sender, address unknown. I don't want it anymore. It's not coming back into my energy field. And with my right hand, I bring my power back to me. So you can place your hand over your heart, or you can place it onto the tree. I call my power back to me from all people, places, energies, attachments, and things where I have been powerless, where I have given my power away to try and keep the peace, to have people like me, to be accepted, to be wanted, to feel included. When we're not feeling included, it's actually one of the toughest forms of bullying there is. We need to now recognize that we call our power back to me, back to us. We own our own power. So now close your eyes and place your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your solar plexus. And just simply say your own first name. And always it's great to look in the mirror and look in those sparks, those sparky bits. They're our soul. The light reflects only in a soul where the light is alive. And so the mirror work is super powerful. When you wake up first thing in the morning and you are cleaning your teeth and washing your face and getting ready for the day, connect into the mirror and simply see those sparky eyes and say, hello, Elizabeth. So you say your own first name. Hello. Good morning, Elizabeth. Welcome to our world. And we feel so much more alive just by stepping into that space and bringing that joy and that heartbeat. And we look into our eyes and we say hello to our own first name. Hello. I love you. Thank you for loving me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Give yourself a beautiful big hug, and it's great to always bring your fingers over to the back of those muscles that get tight when we hold on to tension in our shoulders. Push them in as hard as you can, and even rock from your hips and from your waist, because that gentle movement and really hugging yourself and say, hello, today is a brand new day. Welcome to my world. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Let's play this game 100%. Let's prioritize what we want to achieve today. Let's look at the most important tasks that we have to do first. Let's have breakfast, a good healthy breakfast. And if you don't have time to sit down to have it with everything that you've already done, put it in a container and take it with you. Make the chia pudding with the coconut, yogurt and the berries and the chia seeds. Let them soak overnight so the morning is already in a pudding. The container may already have been made. So all you have to do is take it out. And when you're at your desk and you're sitting with your emails and your favorite cup of tea, you can then have your chia pudding, and you're actually bringing a healthy start to the day, honoring the fuel that you're putting into your own vehicle. And now we're prioritizing what it is that we have to do. We're in control. When we're in control, we can bring towards us what it is we want. We have values, we have boundaries, and we can communicate those. And we lift our voice with every phone call, with every client, and we welcome them into our world. Because if we don't, Who will we be when we shut our world down even further? So even if you're struggling today, I want you to call in your favorite actor or your favorite actress. Really, and name your actress or your actor. And give them a name, give them a title, and what are the qualities? And I really think it's great if we can at least name 5 qualities that we admire with this actor. What do they have that makes us want to model and emulate them? What inspires us? What makes us really connect into their role in their movie? When we name it and we actually bring those qualities into awareness, we now need to say that out loud. So say the 5 qualities out loud. Say hello. And name those qualities. So, okay, Sandra Bullock. Okay, she's just come into my mind today. And one of the favorite scenes in the movie that she drove that bus, when she got into that bus and she put her foot onto the accelerator and she rescued the people on the bus, she took them away from captive, and she actually stepped into her power. She was fierce, she was forceful, she was courageous, she had that strength, she had that single-minded vision that nothing was going to stop her from achieving her goal, and that was taking all of the people on the bus to safety. So when you name the qualities, we take action, we jump in the driver's seat, we're behind that wheel and we're steering that bus, and we are really driving that bus hard, and we're watching it hard, and we're really bringing in a single-minded focus. We can't think of one thing outside of that mindset, of that focus, when we are aligned to our goal. So bring it back in, name it, and take action with that. Now, if we feel too nervous or don't have the confidence to take that action, when we've identified the actor or the actress, what we can do is actually become the director of the movie and get them to step in to be the lead actor or actress in that scene. And we can appoint what we want to achieve by bringing towards us the finished goals of and the outcome of that movie, of that scene. So everyone's safe, we know that we've arrived at our destination, we know we've been, looked after. The angels have stepped in and we have been guided to a new location. Thank you. So bring yourself back in to your own space, and now just simply, come back home to you. When we get challenged through the day, it's great to even don't go into that story. Just squeeze every single muscle in your body, looking up to the sky. Hear the birds song, walk in nature. Always a great idea to step away from your computer or your task that you're doing. Every hour, at least go for a 10-minute walk around the block. Hey, Brett, thanks for listening. And so when we do that, we need to also take responsibility for our own happiness. For happiness is an inside job. We can't expect anyone else to make us happy. That's codependence, remember? So when we focus on what makes us happy, and for me, like I said, walking in nature, painting, my creativity, Oscar, my dog, cooking. I'm such an Italian mother when I cook, and I can have a freezer full and I've got food for people that pop in, and it really lifts my soul just by that. Maybe it's the melding of ingredients and stirring the pot, that brings it back home to me. But then we can reap the rewards when we don't want to cook the next day. We've got the abundance for the rest of the week. So really bring yourself back into healthy options. All right, so we need to associate ourselves with like-minded people. We have to find our tribe. Now, we're not going to find our tribe by going to the pub if we don't like spending time with people when they've had alcohol in their system. Like, we have to be congruent with what we want to bring towards us. We're not going to find designer clothes and designer goods in Kmart, say, for example. Not putting Kmart down, but if we're really looking for high-end, top-quality products, we're not going to find them in Kmart. So we must be congruent we're not going to lose weight with a manifestation. You know, I've received some messages through the week about what do I think about manifesting and you know, those positive manifestations. I think, quite frankly, they're a waste of time if we're not congruent with what we really want to bring towards us. We need to align our intention with what, and our mindset, with the language and the words of what we really want to bring towards us. While it can help us to imagine that we've already got it, we can bring that towards us because our imagination and our unconscious mind can't discern the difference. And that's why children are so powerful at achieving their goals and stepping into the unknown, because they have that confidence to know that they're safe, that they're supported, and it's a new adventure. So let's bring in that mindset. If you put on a photo on the front of the fridge of a size 8 or size 10 with the muscles of the, you know, the thick, long, thick hair, and, you know, all of the six pack, and, you know, the tan, and all of those qualities that you think are sexy and gorgeous, and you put that photo on the fridge, and you say that I'm now a size 10 walking down towards my, you know, destination, or my holiday, or my wedding, or whatever it is, that time where you're going to have this goal achieved. But inside that fridge, you open the door, is chocolate puddings and cakes. Ask yourself, am I being congruent? Is what I want in alignment with what I actually, with my actions, with my thoughts, and with what I'm putting into my mouth, with what I'm putting into my mind? And we need to own the congruency of what it is that we're bringing towards us. We need to have awareness, we need to own it, and we need to take right, heartfelt action. So when that photo is congruent on the fridge and it's aligned with the date and the destiny of how much exactly specifically you want to reduce, and that could be in kilos or in centimeters, and you have a date and you take right, heartfelt action, and this is for you. You're working with SMART goals, and I think when we have that SMART goal, it's got to be specific, it's got to be measurable, it's got to be achievable, it's got to be realistic, and it's got to be timed. Now, is it specific? Is it specific to us, or are you doing it for your husband, for your partner, for your girlfriend, for your mother? You know, if you're not doing it for you, you're not going to have that discipline to take the right, heartfelt action. It's not aligned. It won't work. So I think what we need to do is bring it back home to what's most important to us, own it, and put the realistic figure of, you know, that goal that you're going to achieve. Yes, positive visualization works 100% when it's congruent, when we take the right, heartfelt action every day in every way. It won't do it itself. It's not a magic button that we push and we hopefully get it. We have to put ourselves in the mindset to take the right, heartfelt action one step at a time, just for today. Put one foot in front of the other, put one measurable, achievable action in front of the other each and every single day, and we will get there. And just look back, and 365 steps ago, 1 year ago, just one step at a time, we look back and we see just how far we've come. We look at the friendships that have changed. We look at the relationships that have changed. We look at our values and our community. We look at the people that we're now choosing to spend right, heartfelt time with and have, you know, meaningful conversations with, where we really enjoy each other's time. And another step of being for positivity is not seeking support from outside of you, because they may not have your vision. Now, we've got to be really careful about oversharing. And when we overshare and we tell other people, are we actually wanting their approval? Are we needing their support because we are not enough? And sometimes, yes, that's the truth. Sometimes we would like to feel supported by people, but it's that those people need to be aligned to our values. They need to be our tribe. Now, if they're not our tribe and we feel that we're giving more to them than what we're receiving, and we give them some of our dreams and some of our ideas, and they tell us that we're stupid or that we're crazy, we probably already know that we're the crazy ones, but we don't need that to be reinforced. We need to say, yeah, that's a great idea. What action will you take today? Stand in your own power. Journaling is brilliant. Sharing only what's important to trusted people that have your back. And having the wisdom to know the difference, I think, is really important, because another interruption, but that's okay. Life goes on around us. My apologies, everybody. So yeah, we must be careful. We must be mindful on who we share our dreams and our goals with. We need to trust that they're going to be supported and by other people. And we also need to know that they're not going to be taken from us and even used by them or shared with other people before we've had the opportunity to do it ourselves. So many times in my life, I've had these brilliant ideas and I've put them out into the world, I've shared them, and they've been done before I've had the opportunity to do them myself. So I have had the wisdom now to recognize that when I have a brilliant idea or a concept, the only way I'm going to be able to bring reality to that is by focusing on taking first action first, one step at a time, journaling the progress, and only sharing it with people that I trust and value. So our groups are really important, our hobbies are important, the people we associate are important, and the people that we, if we feel drained and exhausted, or they betray us and repeat information that we've given them to other people or throw it back at us as if we're the one with a problem. We don't even argue, we just look them straight in the eye and say, I see you, thank you, and walk away. And go and do something that you love doing yourself. You have to change your mindset. The most important thing you do is go into your favorite location first. It might be your bedroom, it might be your garden, it might be a local place in nature. Don't cook while you're feeling angry, because you don't want to put the negative energies into the food. We should really only cook when we're in that mindful state of having a peaceful state of mind. Bringing love and peace into the food will make us feel more loving and peaceful. Remember Ayamoto's water technique, where he froze the icicles and the snowflakes and embedded the emotions into those snowflakes to see under microscope how those emotions and how those negative emotions affected the icicles. And some turned into very dangerous, cancerous, ugly looking icicles, and some turned into, the sacred geometry that was absolutely pristine and glorious to look at. So our mind does affect our thoughts, and our thoughts does affect our emotions, and our emotions really do affect every cell in our body. We don't want to detach and disown our emotions. I don't think that's wise, and that's not healthy. We need to have awareness that we're not feeling happy. We need to have awareness of what's creating and causing that unhappiness. We need to own our own emotions, but then we need to take right heartfelt action into changing those emotions so that we then communicate or take right heartfelt action to bring towards us what it is that we want. And sometimes that means that we need to withdraw from the situation to give ourselves time to be able to get a different perspective, so that we're not projecting onto the situation or the person or people our negative emotion, because that will be like adding more fuel to a fire. What we need to do is bring the fuel out of the fire, gently allow ourselves to get a perspective, journaling, writing, being in nature, patting your dog, just having that quiet time. Because it's in that quiet time is when the epiphanies arise, and you will connect with the most important person in the world, and that's you. And your job is to love and honor you, not to keep everyone else happy, but to find your own inner peace, your own inner happiness, and love and honor you. So just for today, we will practice what we preach, one step at a time. Your mirror work, finding things that you love doing, owning your own emotions, being congruent with what you want to bring towards you. Are you actually taking right heartfelt action? Are you walking in the right direction to your dreams? Or are you walking in the wrong direction and giving your dreams away to everyone else? We need to come back home to us just for today. Honor you just for today. Be kind and gentle to you just for today. Be kind and gentle to all living things. We all have a right to be here. We don't have to agree with each other. It's our differences that make us amazing. And when we can have conversation and see it from another person's perspective, without assumption and without judgment, we might open ourselves up to actually growing with more compassion. For if we walked in another person's shoes just for 5 minutes, what would we feel if we were living their life? It's okay to judge, but we're not in that position to do so. So come from a place of heartfelt intention. Come from a place of loving compassion. Come back home to you and ask your inner child. And I really love this. From the wisdom of your wise self today, what beautiful words of wisdom and support would you give the inner child, that little boy or girl that you were when you were struggling and not feeling heard, listened to, or supported? What would you say to them? Pick them up, wrap your arms around them, tell them, I love you, look them in the eyes, say their first name, and say, I love you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being me. Thank you for growing into the amazing person that you are today. Thank you for having that beautiful heartfelt emotion and intention and connection with people, because you connect with others because you've been through it yourself. And I think that is an amazing gift. Remove the masks, bring in authenticity, stay in your own lane, and love and honor you. And do things that make your heart swell so that you're with that creativity. Turn up the music, dance around the lounge room, even, smile at strangers, help a person cross the road. Simply give just a moment's thought to another person. And it's amazing how much we can actually bring back to ourselves. I love and honor you. My apologies for the chaotic start today, but I guess that's just life. Elizabeth Allen from Empowered Alchemy. So next week will be week 6. We only have 2 weeks left. And I'm planning on doing a weekend workshop of art and empowerment to repaint our canvas here in the Southern Highlands on a Saturday and Sunday. The dates will come very soon. And if you're interested in joining me for that, I would love you to, send me your interest, and details will be coming soon. So have a beautiful week. If you have any questions, write them out on this thread, and please send hearts for any information that that has helped you today, and share it with your friends and family. Lots of love. Have a fabulous week. Bye for now.